Imagine waking up one morning feeling like you've turned back the clock. Your body full of energy, your mind sharp, and that old spark in your relationship suddenly reignited. Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because what I'm about to share might just change everything you thought you knew about aging. What if I told you that the secret to restoring your youth, vitality, and even intimacy after 60 doesn't come from a magic pill or a doctor's prescription, but from something far more ordinary, something you can pick up on your next trip to the grocery store? For years, we've been told that aging means slowing down, giving up, and watching life pass us by. We've been convinced that feeling tired, disconnected, and past our prime is just part of getting older. But that lie ends today. I'm Dr. Stephen, a men's health expert with more than 30 years of experience, and I've uncovered something truly remarkable, something that's already helping thousands of men across the country feel alive again. What's the secret? Believe it or not, it's hidden in 5 everyday fruits. Yes, fruits you probably walk past all the time without realizing the natural power they hold. These aren't rare superfoods from distant lands or overpriced supplements you can only get online. They're simple, affordable, and sitting quietly in your local produce aisle. Yet, inside them lies a powerful natural force that's helping men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s regain their strength, energy, confidence, and even their passion. And the best part? This is only the beginning. The power of 5. Everyday fruits. These might look like ordinary fruits, but their hidden abilities are nothing short of extraordinary. They can boost blood flow, awaken your natural desire, and breathe new life into your relationship. But here's what makes this so exciting. Most people have no idea just how powerful these common fruits really are. In just a few moments, I'm going to reveal exactly which fruits hold these age-defying secrets, and more importantly, how you can use them to feel years younger. What you're about to discover might completely change how you think about growing older. Imagine turning something as simple as a piece of fruit into your personal key to more energy, deeper connection, and a vibrant, passionate life after 60. Are you ready to tap into the fountain of youth that's been hiding right in your kitchen? Let's get to the core of it. 5 powerful fruits that can help restore circulation, boost intimacy, and bring back the vitality you thought was long gone. These aren't magic pills or trendy treatments. They're nature's quiet little allies, working in perfect harmony with your body. No prescriptions, no surgeries, just pure, natural support, delivered through the fruits you already know and probably enjoy. Today, we begin a countdown that might just change your life. 5 everyday fruits that can help supercharge your blood flow, reignite your energy, and revive that special spark that makes you feel alive again. The journey begins now, and trust me, you won't want to miss a second. As this list unfolds, prepare to be surprised, especially when we reach the number 1 fruit. That one will catch you completely off guard. But for now, let's begin with number 5, a fruit that's often overlooked but holds incredible benefits for men over 60. Number 5, papaya. Papaya isn't just a tropical delight with a sweet, sunny aroma and a soft texture that melts in your mouth. It's a memory of brighter days, of calm mornings, and beachside breezes. But beyond its comforting taste lies something far more powerful. Most people don't realize that papaya is a natural booster for circulation and hormonal health, especially important for men who want to feel young again. One of my former patients, a retired school principal, came to me completely worn out. He was constantly tired, couldn't sleep well, and had grown distant from his wife. He exercised, he ate clean, yet something was missing. That's when we added one simple habit to his morning routine: a bowl of Greek yogurt with fresh papaya, just 1 cup a day. Within a couple of weeks, his energy started to shift. He laughed more. His face lit up when he talked about reconnecting with his wife. He even blushed when he told me he felt like his younger self again. Papaya contains an enzyme called papain, along with antioxidants and vitamin C, which help reduce inflammation and support better blood flow. It also supports testosterone balance, which naturally drops with age. When blood flow improves, so does energy, stamina, and intimacy. And the best part? It's easy, affordable, and natural. So, if you're looking for a simple way to start reclaiming your youth, papaya might just be the first step. But trust me, what's coming next will take things to a whole new level. Ready for fruit number 4? When he came back just a few weeks later, I could tell something was different. His posture, his smile, even the way he spoke, it was like the weight he'd been carrying had lifted. Papaya wasn't just a tasty addition to his breakfast anymore. It had become a quiet but powerful ally in his journey back to vitality. You see, papaya is more than just a delicious fruit. It's packed with essential vitamins, A, C, and E, all of which play a major role in repairing the body and boosting the immune system. But what truly sets it apart are the enzymes hidden inside, like papain, which have strong anti-inflammatory and digestive properties. What does that mean for someone over 60? It means better circulation, more balanced hormones, and improved oxygen delivery throughout the body, all working together to reignite energy and performance in the most natural way possible. In men, this can lead to more physical stamina and stronger, longer-lasting erections, without the side effects or the awkward trips to the pharmacy. It supports testosterone levels by helping regulate the systems that fuel them gently and effectively. And for women, the benefits are just as powerful. Papaya encourages a healthier estrogen balance, which can lead to improved pelvic blood flow, less dryness and discomfort, and a noticeable increase in natural arousal. In short, it helps both partners reconnect, not just physically, but emotionally too. What I love most about papaya is how simple it is. You don't need a prescription. You don't need to choke down pills. You can just enjoy it, fresh, in smoothies, with yogurt, or even on its own. One fruit, one small habit, one big shift in how you feel. But if you think papaya is impressive, just wait until you see what fruit number 4 can do. This next one might already be in your kitchen, and its secret power will shock you. Just a spoonful of ripe papaya in the morning can begin to shift everything from the inside out. It's not dramatic or flashy, but that's the beauty of it. It works quietly, naturally, producing steady results that feel organic and lasting. It helps restore confidence and deepen emotional and physical connection without force. Papaya doesn't promise instant fireworks, but it often delivers something far more meaningful: warmth, vitality, and a deep desire to truly reconnect. And just when you think fruit couldn't possibly do more, along comes another that's equally powerful, maybe even more so. Number 4, cherries, the intimacy enhancer. Cherries, with their deep, velvety red hue and juicy sweetness, almost invite you to slow down and savor life. There's something calming, almost romantic, about a bowl of fresh cherries. But don't be fooled by their soft charm. Inside these small fruits lies a potent mix of nutrients that can do wonders for your heart, hormones, and sleep. Cherries are rich in antioxidants and contain natural compounds like melatonin, which helps regulate sleep cycles. And as any doctor will tell you, good sleep is foundational to hormone health and intimacy. When you're well rested, everything from mood to libido improves But cherries also enhance blood flow, especially to the pelvic area, supporting both performance and pleasure in a gentle, natural way. Let me tell you about a couple I once knew, married for over 40 years, now in their late 60s. They were once deeply in love, but with age came distance. They struggled with energy, closeness, and even simple sleep. I suggested they start sharing a bowl of cherries in the evening. Something small, something sweet, just the two of them. It became their ritual. Within weeks, not only did they start sleeping better, but the spark that had dimmed slowly came flickering back to life. Their conversations grew longer, their laughter returned, and so did their intimacy. Cherries support heart health, reduce inflammation, and gently balance hormones. They help you feel lighter, physically and emotionally. They soften the edges of stress, making it easier to love, to rest, and to be present with your partner. So, the next time you see cherries at the market, don't just think of them as a treat. Think of them as a sweet, juicy secret to loving more deeply, even after 60. But hold on, because fruit number 3, that one brings the heat. They had been married for 40 years, partners through every high and low, but something had quietly changed. The husband felt disconnected from his own body, as if a part of him had faded. That natural, effortless passion they once shared had dulled, and though his wife never pressured him, she missed their closeness. She longed for that unspoken bond, the tender intimacy that once needed no words. They weren't looking for miracles, just something natural, something real. Together, they searched for a gentle, organic way to rekindle what they had lost. That's when I suggested something surprisingly simple: cherries. At first, they were unsure. Cherries? Could something so small, so sweet, really make a difference? But research doesn't lie. Cherries have been shown to improve blood flow, lower inflammation, and enhance libido. So, they gave it a shot. A bowl a day, shared together like a quiet promise. 2 months later, they returned, and they were glowing, laughing, holding hands, more connected than I had ever seen them. The spark had returned, not in a flashy way, but in soft moments. The look in their eyes, the way they leaned into each other. It was beautiful. Here's what's behind that change. Cherries contain powerful antioxidants, called anthocyanins. These compounds reduce inflammation in the arteries and increase nitric oxide levels, which helps blood vessels relax and expand. That means better circulation throughout the body, including the central nervous system, and yes, to the areas most essential for intimacy. For men, this improved blood flow helps restore natural erectile function, without medication, without side effects. And for women, it supports sensation and arousal by increasing circulation to the pelvic area and balancing hormone function. It's all connected, so cherries aren't just a snack. They're a silent healer, working from within, strengthening the heart, deepening rest, and reviving the gentle rhythms of desire. But this journey is only getting started. The next fruit on the list doesn't just support the body, it has a secret power that heats things up in a way you'd never expect. Fruit number 3 is coming next, and it's a total game changer. Cherries don't just help, you could say they quietly transform. For older men, the improved circulation they promote can lead to longer, stronger erections, naturally and without the need for synthetic drugs or awkward prescriptions. And for women, increased blood flow to the pelvic region enhances sensation, arousal, and comfort, making intimacy feel enjoyable, fulfilling, and emotionally connected again. But cherries go beyond the physical. They also nourish the mind. Thanks to their natural melatonin content, they help promote deeper, more restful sleep. And when you sleep better, everything improves. Your hormone levels rebalance, your stress fades, and you become more emotionally present and open. These aren't flashy overnight changes. They're the kind of subtle shifts that build a lasting bond. That's what makes cherries so special. They don't jolt the system, they soothe it. They provide consistent nourishment, helping regulate hormones, calm the nervous system, and gently restore a sense of peace and balance. In a world that often pushes pills and pressure, cherries offer something softer, healing through nature at your body's own pace. In my experience, cherries don't just fix intimacy issues, they help rekindle the connection that made intimacy meaningful in the first place. They create space for closeness to grow again. Sometimes all it takes is a quiet moment, a shared bowl in the evening, and the willingness to try. But what if there was a fruit that didn't just calm your body, but actually fired it up? One that's been scientifically linked to increased testosterone, boosted metabolism, and enhanced passion. Get ready, because fruit number 3 does exactly that, and chances are you already have it in your kitchen. Sometimes the body just needs a gentle reminder of what it's capable of. You might be wondering, how do I even start this journey without turning my life upside down? Don't worry, after learning about these powerful fruits, the fun part begins. I'll show you exactly how to bring them into your daily routine in a way that's easy, sustainable, and honestly, delicious. So why not begin today? Number 3, pomegranate, the heart's ally and desire rekindler. Nature often hides its most powerful treasures in plain sight, and the pomegranate is one of those hidden gems. With its deep, ruby-red seeds, the pomegranate has been cherished for centuries as a symbol of love, passion, and life itself. But now science is confirming what ancient traditions have long believed. This fruit is a true powerhouse, especially for people over 60. Pomegranates are rich in antioxidants and natural compounds that support healthy blood flow, hormone balance, and heart function, all key ingredients for reigniting both physical and emotional closeness. I remember working with a couple in their early 70s. They were the kind of pair that still laughed together, shared their days, and cared deeply for one another. But behind the smiles, something had faded. Intimacy had become rare, almost forgotten, and that emotional distance began to weigh on them quietly. That's when we added something new to their routine: fresh pomegranate, just a small bowl of seeds each morning, sometimes mixed into yogurt, sometimes eaten on their own. It didn't take long. Within a few weeks, the couple began to feel a shift. The husband told me he felt more awake, more alive. His energy was returning. The wife said she felt emotionally closer, like a bridge had quietly been rebuilt between them. What makes pomegranate so effective is its ability to increase nitric oxide in the blood, which improves circulation and helps relax blood vessels, crucial for both physical performance and heart health. For men, this means improved erectile function. For women, it supports hormone production and enhances arousal by increasing sensitivity and blood flow. And there's more. Pomegranate may help reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, making it easier to be present and emotionally open with your partner. The result? Better mood, better connection, and a deeper sense of intimacy. The beauty of this fruit isn't just in its flavor, though it is sweet, tart, and irresistible. It's in how gently and powerfully it brings vitality back into your life. It's a natural nudge toward the closeness you thought was gone. But we're not done yet. The next fruit on the list doesn't just rekindle, it ignites. Fruit number 2 is coming, and it's one you'd never guess could have such a fiery effect. What happened next even caught me by surprise. Just by adding a handful of pomegranate seeds to their morning routine, that couple in their 70s began to experience real, noticeable change, not just in their physical connection, but in the warmth and closeness they shared. Here's why. Pomegranates are packed with polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that do wonders for your circulation. These compounds help blood vessels become more flexible and stimulate the production of nitric oxide, which allows blood to flow more freely throughout the body. And this isn't just good for your heart or your brain, it also deeply impacts the areas of the body essential for physical intimacy. Unlike pills or quick fixes that force a temporary result, pomegranates work with your body. They strengthen it over time, restoring its natural rhythms and responses. For men, regular consumption of pomegranate juice or seeds has been shown to support stronger, longer-lasting erections by improving vascular function and reducing arterial plaque. It's not about overstimulation. It's about helping your body return to what it used to do naturally. For women, pomegranates gently increase pelvic blood flow, enhance natural lubrication, and help balance estrogen levels, making intimacy feel more comfortable, more responsive, and more emotionally connected. But the most beautiful part? It's what pomegranates do for the emotional heart. Studies suggest that the antioxidants in pomegranates help lower cortisol, the hormone that builds up from chronic stress and tension. Lowering cortisol means calmer moods, more patience, and better emotional connection with your partner. When you feel more at ease, it becomes easier to open up, to listen, to laugh again, and that, sometimes, is the real beginning of rekindled passion. So, yes, those small ruby red seeds may look delicate, but don't underestimate them. They're tiny keys to unlocking the energy, connection, and desire that many believe age has taken away. But if pomegranate is the heart's quiet healer, then fruit number 2? That one's the fire starter. It's bold, intense, and known to stir up something deep inside. Something you thought was gone forever. Are you ready for it? Because this next fruit, it brings the heat. Surprised me, I started to listen more closely. Cranberries, it turns out, are far more than just a tangy holiday garnish. They're tiny, ruby-colored powerhouses with a remarkable ability to protect some of the most vital functions in our bodies, especially for those over 60. Number 2, cranberries, the kidney protector and circulation booster. For years, I overlooked cranberries myself. But then stories started coming in from older couples, people who'd started eating cranberries regularly and were suddenly feeling more energized, less bloated, more active, and yes, more connected in the bedroom. These weren't isolated cases. There was a pattern. And it wasn't just about energy. It was about how they felt in their bodies again. Cranberries are most famously known for supporting urinary tract health, but that's just the beginning. They're rich in proanthocyanidins, a type of antioxidant that helps prevent harmful bacteria from sticking to the lining of your urinary tract. For both men and women, this means a reduced risk of infections, inflammation, and discomfort, especially important as we age and the body becomes more vulnerable to these issues. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Cranberries are also excellent for improving blood flow and reducing oxidative stress. Better circulation means better oxygen delivery throughout the body, including to the areas tied to arousal, physical performance, and sexual satisfaction. When your kidneys are functioning well, your blood is cleaner, your body is more hydrated, and your hormones are better regulated. One older gentleman told me quite bluntly that after adding cranberry juice to his diet every other day, he stopped waking up feeling sluggish and started waking up feeling alive. He wasn't expecting any major shift, but his body responded almost immediately. He said it wasn't just energy, it was confidence. a return to that spark he thought had faded with age. Cranberries also aid in reducing water retention and bloating, making you feel lighter and more agile. And for many women, they help balance pH levels and support vaginal health, making intimacy more comfortable and even more enjoyable. What I love most about cranberries is how easy they are to include in your routine. Add a splash of 100% pure cranberry juice, unsweetened, to your water, toss some dried cranberries into your oatmeal, or blend fresh ones into a smoothie. They add brightness to your plate and to your life. Cranberries remind us that vitality isn't lost with age. It's rediscovered with care. And when you nourish the inside, it shows on the outside, in your energy, your glow, and your relationships. Now, with only one fruit left to reveal, you might be thinking, what could possibly top all this? But trust me, fruit number one is the biggest surprise of all. It's common, often overlooked, and yet it holds a secret so powerful it could reignite your body, your passion, and your relationship in a way you never expected. Ready for it? Because this one changes everything. Comfortable and confident, too. When the kidneys and urinary tract are functioning smoothly, there's less irritation, less dryness, and less risk of infection, all of which directly impact a woman's ability to enjoy and fully engage in physical intimacy. This is the quiet power of cranberries. They protect what's often ignored, but absolutely essential. When toxins are flushed efficiently and inflammation is kept at bay, the body feels lighter, cleaner, and more in tune. Blood flows more freely, hormones regulate more smoothly, and the body responds more naturally to moments of closeness. What many people don't realize is that the kidneys play a huge role in blood pressure and hormone balance. When kidney function declines, even slightly, it can disrupt your body's ability to circulate blood and manage arousal. For men, this can mean weaker, shorter-lasting erections. For women, it can lead to discomfort or even disinterest in intimacy. But when the kidneys are strong, everything downstream starts to function better, including desire, energy, and mood. Cranberries also support the production of nitric oxide, a key molecule for relaxing and widening blood vessels. This means more oxygen-rich blood can travel to every part of your body, especially the places where it counts during moments of intimacy. That's why even a simple habit like drinking unsweetened cranberry juice or eating a handful of dried cranberries can, over time, lead to noticeable improvements in vitality. And it's not about overnight magic. It's about quiet, consistent support. Think of cranberries as your behind-the-scenes bodyguards, constantly working to protect your flow, flush toxins, and keep the delicate systems of intimacy functioning at their best. So now, we've uncovered 4 fruits, each with their own special gift. But there's still one left. Fruit number 1. It's not rare, not exotic, and certainly not what you're expecting. Yet this one may hold the greatest power of all. It's something many people walk past in the grocery store without a second thought. But when eaten regularly, it can reshape your energy, restore your desire, and reawaken the kind of connection that defies age. This last fruit, it might just surprise you the most. Are you ready? Because the number 1 fruit to restore intimacy after 60 is coming up next. And trust me, you'll never look at it the same way again. To think of red grapes as just a sweet snack or something to toss into a fruit bowl. But I couldn't have been more wrong. Turns out, these little red orbs are hiding one of the most powerful secrets to restoring natural energy, enhancing testosterone levels, and reawakening passion, especially for people over 60. Number 1. Red grapes, the silent spark reigniter. Yes, red grapes. Simple, everyday grapes. They may look unassuming, but they are packed with compounds that can completely transform how your body feels, functions, and responds. What makes red grapes so special? It's the resveratrol, a powerful antioxidant found in the skin of the grapes. This natural compound has been scientifically shown to support cardiovascular health, boost testosterone production, and increase blood flow. I recall one man in his late 60s, once a vibrant, lively personality, who had slowly grown tired, disconnected, and low on energy. His relationship with his partner had grown quiet, not cold, just quiet. When he began eating a small bowl of red grapes each day, nothing dramatic, just a habit he could stick to, something shifted. Over the next few weeks, his energy returned, his focus sharpened, and he began feeling like himself again. His partner noticed, too. They were laughing more, touching more, connecting on a deeper level, and not just physically. Here's how red grapes work their magic. Resveratrol helps dilate blood vessels, which means better circulation throughout the body, including to the reproductive organs. For men, this translates to stronger, more reliable erections, increased stamina, and improved testosterone levels. For women, the benefits are equally powerful. Enhanced blood flow, supports arousal, reduces dryness, and helps restore natural sensitivity. But the effect isn't just physical. Resveratrol also reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that can kill mood and drive. It boosts serotonin, that feel-good chemical that helps you feel emotionally safe and connected. So you're not just restoring your body, you're restoring your emotional chemistry too. Another reason I love red grapes? They're so easy to enjoy. Fresh off the vine, frozen for a chilly treat, or even blended into a smoothie, they're sweet, satisfying, and so healing. And unlike quick fixes or pills with side effects, grapes offer gentle, lasting support for your heart, your hormones, and your happiness. So the next time you pass a bunch of red grapes in the grocery store, don't just think of them as a snack. Think of them as nature's gift for lasting intimacy, vitality, and emotional closeness. We've now reached the end of our journey through 5 extraordinary fruits that can truly change your life after 60. Papaya for energy and hormone balance, cherries for sleep, blood flow, and emotional connection, pomegranates for heart health and desire, cranberries for kidney strength and confidence, and red grapes, the quiet superstar, for testosterone, circulation, and emotional rebirth. Aging isn't about losing passion, it's about rediscovering it in deeper, richer ways. And sometimes all it takes is what's been sitting in your fruit bowl all along. If you're ready to feel more alive, connected, and confident, try adding these fruits to your day. Start small, stay consistent, and give your body the love it deserves. Because passion doesn't have an expiration date. And with the right support, your best years might still be ahead. From feeling disconnected and sluggish to feeling vibrant, alert, and full of life again. That may sound dramatic, but I've seen it happen. Red grapes, simple, affordable, and often overlooked, are quietly transforming how we think about aging. In my years working with older patients, I used to believe that restoring circulation, especially in seniors, meant turning to medications and clinical interventions. But after studying individuals who aged gracefully and stayed passionate into their 70s and 80s, I found a common thread, and it wasn't pills or surgeries. It was nature, specifically red grapes. At first glance, they seem ordinary, but packed in those small, juicy spheres is resveratrol, a compound so powerful it can relax blood vessels, increase oxygen flow, and enhance circulation throughout the body, including to the brain, muscles, and yes, the areas responsible for intimacy and connection. As we get older, it's common for blood flow to decrease, especially to the lower body. This can show up as cold feet, fatigue, slower responses during intimacy, or even emotional distance. But here's where red grapes come in. By gently restoring blood flow, they help reignite energy, responsiveness, and a sense of aliveness that many people fear they've lost forever. I remember an elderly gentleman, once full of life, who came to me feeling tired, withdrawn, and quietly grieving the loss of intimacy in his marriage. His spark was gone, not just in the bedroom, but in his spirit. I suggested something simple. Start eating a bowl of red grapes every day. Just a handful, consistently. Weeks later, his entire demeanor changed. He walked into my office smiling, with a lightness I hadn't seen before. His wife later told me they were laughing again, talking late into the night, reconnecting in every way. It's like he woke up, she said. Resveratrol works on multiple levels. It not only boosts circulation, but also helps balance hormones, lower stress, and support heart health. That combination is incredibly powerful for both men and women. For men, it can mean stronger, longer-lasting erections without needing synthetic help. For women, better circulation and hormonal support lead to more comfort, confidence, and desire. But what I love most about red grapes is that they feel like a treat. They're sweet, refreshing, and satisfying. Add them to your breakfast, freeze them for an evening snack, or toss them into a smoothie. There's no complicated regimen, just something nature gave us, ready to help us feel more alive. Aging doesn't mean giving up connection, desire, or closeness. Red grapes prove that sometimes the answers to life's deepest changes are growing right in front of us, ripe, ready, and full of quiet power. This may be the last fruit on our list, but it might just be the first step in a whole new chapter of life, one filled with energy, passion, and rediscovered joy. Delight to eat, but also a powerful mood booster and hormone helper, especially after 60. But before we reveal it, let's pause on what we've just uncovered. Think about it, something as simple as red grapes, sitting in your kitchen or at the store, has the ability to gently restore what many people assumed was gone forever: passion, warmth, energy, and even deeper emotional intimacy. Not through magic, not through expensive prescriptions with side effects, but through natural nourishment that works with your body, not against it. And it's not just about physical intimacy. Improved blood flow means clearer thinking, better sleep, and more emotional presence. The body and mind are more connected than we often realize, and when one improves, the other follows. I've had couples return to me with stories that feel like something out of a romance novel, holding hands again, talking longer into the night, feeling that spark return not just behind closed doors, but in everyday life. One woman told me, with tears in her eyes, "It feels like we're falling in love again." That's the quiet magic of real, sustainable change. The science backs it up. Resveratrol boosts nitric oxide, which is essential for erections, vascular health, and mental clarity. And the beauty of grapes is that they're gentle. No sudden spikes or crashes, no side effects, just gradual, powerful renewal. And yes, women benefit too. Improved pelvic circulation means more comfort, increased sensitivity, and emotional closeness that builds naturally without pressure. It's about restoring both the experience and the function, making intimacy feel right again, not forced or rushed. So, if you've been thinking it's too late or too difficult to reignite that part of your life, remember this. Sometimes a small, thoughtful change, like a bowl of red grapes, can lead to a life-changing shift. And we're not done yet. Because the next fruit we're diving into isn't just about the body. It's about lifting your mood, calming your mind, and helping you feel joy in a way you haven't in years. Ready to meet the next quiet hero in your fruit bowl? Let's keep going. Yet deeply meaningful changes. Maybe you'll notice a little more energy in the mornings. Maybe you'll find yourself sleeping more soundly. Or maybe, just maybe, you'll feel that quiet spark returning, the one you thought had faded with time. Here's the truth most people don't hear enough. It's not too late. Not by a long shot. The body, even after 60, is incredibly responsive if we just give it what it truly needs. And nature, in its gentle wisdom, has already provided us with what we need most: fruit that nourishes, heals, and revives us. This isn't about chasing youth, it's about honoring where you are and giving yourself permission to feel good again. Real energy, real intimacy, real connection, all without prescriptions, without gimmicks, without feeling like you're trying to be someone you're not. Start with what feels right. Maybe it's cherries that help calm your nerves and ease you into better sleep. Maybe papaya lifts your morning with a tropical sweetness and supports your hormones. Maybe cranberries quietly protect your kidneys and give your circulation the support it's been craving. Or maybe red grapes help bring back that forgotten feeling of warmth and closeness with your partner. Whichever you choose, know this: you're not doing something small. You're taking a powerful step toward the life you still deserve to live. A life filled with energy, clarity, passion, and a sense of renewed purpose. The beauty of this path is that it's not just healthy, it's joyful, delicious, and real. It fits into your life. It doesn't take over it. And the results? They speak for themselves, not just in how you feel, but in the way your days begin to change. So, take that bite, add that handful, blend that smoothie. Let your body know you're listening, and it will respond. The fountain of youth isn't mythical. It's just been hiding in your fruit bowl all along. Seems simple, even ordinary, but they hold extraordinary power. Papaya, cherries, pomegranate, cranberries, and red grapes. Each one is a quiet revolution in a world that tells us aging means fading. They remind us that the body still listens, still responds, and still craves connection, closeness, and care. So if your hands feel softer, your thoughts feel clearer, your sleep more peaceful, or your heart just a little more open, these are not coincidences. These are signs, whispers from your body saying, "Thank you," proof that your effort matters, that you're not just surviving after 60, you're beginning to thrive. I've seen it firsthand. Couples rediscovering touch, individuals waking up feeling rested for the first time in years, people glowing from the inside out, all because they began with something as simple as fruit. They didn't reverse time, they made peace with it, and in doing so, found new joy within it. So here's your invitation. Start today. Not because someone told you to, not out of guilt or fear, but because you deserve to feel good. You've lived long enough to know that real change isn't loud or flashy. It's quiet, consistent, and deeply meaningful. Your fruit bowl isn't just a collection of snacks anymore. It's your toolkit, your pharmacy, your bridge back to intimacy, energy, and emotional connection. This is not the end. It's a beautiful beginning. And I'll be right here cheering you on every step of the way. Keep choosing life. Keep choosing vitality. And never forget, you're not done yet. Not by a long shot. What nourishes your body also nurtures your spirit. The fruit you choose each day isn't just helping your blood vessels or balancing your hormones. It's whispering something deeper. You still matter. You still deserve joy. You're still capable of connection. These simple foods, red grapes, cranberries, papaya, cherries, are more than nutrition. They're reminders of your strength, of how much your body has endured, and how much it still wants to give. They're gentle tools that help clear the fog, bring warmth to your hands, restore tenderness to your touch, and soften the edges of everyday life. Think of the decades your body has carried you, through work, love, heartbreak, raising a family, quiet moments, and chaotic ones. That history lives in you. And now, in this next chapter, you get to rewrite the narrative, not just to exist, but to feel fully alive again. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about claiming vitality, your right to feel love, energy, clarity, and closeness again. It's about reconnecting to the parts of yourself that might have gone quiet, but were never truly gone. So when you pick up a handful of cherries or spoon out fresh papaya, tomorrow morning, know this: you are investing in something sacred, your health, your happiness, your future. Let every bite be a quiet act of courage, of self-love, and of hope. The door is open, and what's waiting on the other side is not just better health, but a more vibrant, connected life. And this is only the beginning.